What is up, boys? It is currently, I think, week 12, I believe. This is the starting video to week 12. Yeah, it's currently Sunday, 9:15 p.m. Nothing crazy. About to go hit the gym with one of my mates. So that should be pretty fun. Just eating some Hungry Jacks at the moment because I'm fat as shit. But, yeah. Exciting week. Hopefully, everything goes well. I created a trading recaps journal. I'm going to be showing you guys this quite a lot throughout the videos. It's just making sure, like, you can pause the video and read it if you want. I don't know if you can really see that properly, but it's just me saying I'm going to keep myself accountable, and that's just like the layout of stuff I'm going to have for my recaps and stuff. So yeah, just a notebook to have all of my trades recapped in there, saying like what pair I traded on, what time and date I traded on, all my confluences, what I personally rate the setup based on my system, if it was a win or a loss, the profit or loss amount of the trade, any improvements I could have made going into that trade, what went wrong or what went good in the trade, and my concluding thoughts overall. So I'll fill that out after every trade, making sure. I think this is good because I've sort of been over trading a little bit recently. It'd be good because I hate doing bookwork and shit like that. And if I hold myself accountable to continue doing this, I will like take less trades because I don't want to fucking fill out me taking 3 trades or 4 or 5 trades for a day. Rather just not trade, to be honest. But yeah, I've got that sorted out. Obviously vlogging right now. I leave in 3 weeks to go to Japan, which is pretty exciting. My whole world tour trip kind of thing. So that should be pretty sweet. What else? I'm gonna probably make YouTube vlogs of me on that trip. I'm gonna be doing like TikTok and Instagram series, all that sort of stuff on the whole trip. I'm gonna like do 126 days every day vlogging about what I do for the day, just because I don't know, people might be interested in what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll show you my follow accounts on both platforms. Start the video, keep myself on track. My TikTok's, bro. My TikTok's so dead. It's actually crazy. I'm not posting hella on it, but I'm so shadow banned. Like I've got 9,126 followers, if that works. Yeah, all my videos dead as hell on that, but I'm not too phased about that. It's like TikTok, I'm not gonna get crazy like any brand deals or any like crazy engagement from that. I don't expect a whole heap from it. My Instagram, on the other hand, I feel is growing a lot better compared to TikTok, but that's at 4,257. So a goal of mine before I get back from America and Europe and whatever the fuck, I want to try and get Instagram to like 10K. Like it's a very out there kind of goal, but it's a goal I'm going to plan out. Good idea, Jacyb. I'm going to write down all short-term monetary goals for this notebook when I get home from the gym and stuff, because I'm leaving in 10 minutes. I'm going to get some fuel and stuff. I think I'm hitting arm day. Should be pretty sweet. But I'm going to write down all my shorter-term goals in that notebook, and probably long-term goals. I've already got all my long-term goals up on my whiteboard and stuff, though. So yeah, that should be cool. My mum gets home tonight from Melbourne, which should be sick. And yeah, I don't know if there's much to talk about right now. I've got an exam tomorrow. That should go well, but lots more trading content coming for the YouTube. Gonna stay dialed in on that because the videos have been slacking quite a bit in trading content overall, I reckon. So, I don't know. Market open becomes 1 a.m., which is exciting. Very, very exciting. 1 a.m. market open. So I'm just gonna be up even later every night, but hey man, what can you do? So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to head out, go to the gym. Probably won't film a pump or anything. But yeah, I'll let you know how shit goes throughout the week and stuff. Peace out, guys. Bye. Boys, I'm back. New actual trading week. It's Monday. 12:51 right now. Got an exam in about 45 minutes. Absolutely cooked. Pardon me. I wrote this cheat sheet and stuff for the exam. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. I haven't really like studied whatsoever. I just like wrote stuff down from previous cheat sheets on there and haven't learned anything about maths for this topic in a good couple months, I reckon, maybe like a month or two. So it's gonna be interesting to see how everything goes. I'm confident in some regard, just because I feel like I understand all the topics somewhat alright, but yeah, should be interesting. I was saying in the previous video that Mark opens at 1 AM now, so it's gonna absolutely cook my sleep schedule, but my sleep schedule doesn't have to be good anymore because I'm pretty much done with school. So stay up late. Also gonna be trading gold. I think that's 5:30 PM. I lock myself out on all my accounts and stuff. I usually like to wake up and lock myself out of all my accounts. Like, I trust myself in not to trade them at all, but like sometimes in the past, it has got to me just looking at social media, and then I look at TradingView and I'm like, oh shit, this could actually be like a decent, good setup. It's a very mid setup, not in session, nothing like that, and I end up taking it, and maybe it plays out, but maybe it doesn't. But in the long run, I know that's just going to hurt my trading overall, so there's no reason for me to do it, so might as well just fucking lock myself out of all my accounts, which is pretty fire. But this is pre-exam. I'll probably do a video after post-exam, let you guys know my thoughts on how I did and stuff, and then got dinner tonight at my grandma's house, so that'll be interesting, be fun, and then yeah, trade just before that. So yeah, shit should be sweet. I'll let you know how things go, and I'll talk to you boys soon. Peace. Hey boys, what is up? I'm back. I just got home from my grandma's house. I think I did shit on the exam. We don't give a fuck about none of that matrix bullshit. Like, I think I would have passed or whatever, but definitely not that great of a grade. It's 8:12 PM right now. I took a break even on gold. I just took it on my phone, completely happy with the trade, very happy with the break even. I got stopped break even very early. I would have ran a little bit, but would have got stopped break even regardless. I'll give you a recap on that trade. Just got home now, so I'm gonna go journal the trade and everything I took, to make sure everything is done to perfection that I need it to be done to. Probably make like a TikTok or some shit on it. Make sure everything's getting sorted. I don't think I have much planned for the rest of the night. I might head to the gym later. It's only 8 PM, so maybe like 10:30-ish, because market opens at fucking 1 AM, so lots of time to burn and kill. I've got quite a few clothes to put away and stuff as well, so get all that shit sorted. I'll catch up with you boys when I'm doing this trade recap, or at the gym, or trading tonight. One of the three. I'm sure it'll be the trade recap though, because I'm getting on top of all my videos and stuff. I'll catch you boys soon. Yeah, boys, I'm actually doing the recap for once. Let's get shit zoomed in. Damn, I'm not getting bad at this. Alright, so I'll run you through what my thoughts were. We were in a bearish daily gap. Not really too phased about that gap. We've been in it for days and days and days. Coming onto the 4-hour time frame. Coming into the trade, the candle might look a bit different. Yeah, we had this 4-hour CISD. We were trading just up here, roughly around here. That was my entry here. At this 4-hour CISD here, wanted to see these 4-hour highs get tapped and move high, either move lower or move higher from to these other 4-hour highs. Those were my two main draws, as we were heaps bullish. We tapped off an hourly fair value gap here. We're inversing it right now because the replay is kind of cooked on that. But we tapped into this hourly fair value gap, displaced really nicely to the upside. We also created a CISD here, hourly CISD. If we drop down to the 15-minute time frame, I'm not sure why it's showing us so down and extended. That's like not my trade. We tapped into a 15-minute fair value gap here. Also traded back into this 15-minute order block here to move higher. I wanted to see this draw get taken, and this draw get taken up here. Onto the 5-minute, we tapped into, hopefully this replay, select bar, here we go. We tapped into this 5-minute fair value gap down here, moved higher from it. I wanted to see us obviously come take these highs. Silver futures, if you guys don't know, it's correlated with gold futures, so there are SMTs and everything. Silver futures ended up trading all the way up here, taking out all these draws and then dumping from it, so creating an SMT. I entered off, it was sort of like this 5-minute CISD here, Sort of a CISD, not 100% CISD, but we had very good displacement out of it. And it was a 2-minute CISD. I properly entered off of this 2-minute CISD here. Closed above, maybe it was a few more candles forward. Let me sauce this real quick. Yeah, here we go. I entered off this next candle. I entered around here. Stops below this order block down here. We had these highs also over here that we had swept. I saw we swept these highs here. We also swept internal highs just here, making me go break even essentially straight away. Risk-free trade, just see how it went. And we ended up trading up quite a bit. And then I got brutal. I wasn't like mad about this break even, but I got brutally break evened, and we kept displacing higher. And I was like, God damn, that's cooked as like, what the hell happened? Why did I have to get brutally break even? But it turns out price just started dumping anyway. So very, very good. Very happy with the break even. Overall, very happy with the trade. As soon as I took this trade, I locked myself out as soon because market conditions were just not probable anymore. That's a little recap for gold, a little break even. Just on the Alpha Futures, XFA, nothing crazy. Yeah, I'll catch you boys at the gym later. I don't want to make this video fucking hours and hours long because I'll probably take quite a few trades throughout this week and I'll be recapping them all properly. Even my break evens, even everything. Even if I don't take a trade, I'll probably go through what I liked on the day and everything. But yeah, I'll catch you boys soon. That's a recap for London Session Gold. Peace. What is up, boys? I'm back. It is currently the next day. I took one trade yesterday. I gave you the recap on the break even. It's Tuesday, 1:22 p.m. I woke up like an hour and a half ago. I was up to like 4:30 a.m. on call with my friend Hayden. But I did take a trade yesterday. Let me get this set up. It was a win, and it was my last trade for a payout, which was pretty sweet. I'll go replay to about here. Go down to that 4-hour time frame. Alright, so coming into the 4-hour, quite bullish. Just overall structure is very bullish. We tapped this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, and yeah, like we had these data highs above us as well. I'll suss them out. These were previous day highs. We tapped into an hourly fair value gap just down here, and we created an hourly CISD just here as well. So I wanted previous day to get taken before we move down to new week opening gap. If we can see here, try and move it like that so you can see on this side because this is a bloody replay thing. We tapped 15-minute fair value gap, displaced well, displaced above this draw on the left here, displaced above this nicely. We also in this, it was an hourly fair value gap here, but I wasn't too worried about that because it's just like a random one. Wanted to see previous day high, previous day high get hit. We tap back into these order blocks here off these candles, moved higher, moved down to the 5-minute time frame. I wanted to see a tap into this 5-minute fair value gap pre-market to move higher. We did tap a 5-minute fair value gap down here and tap this 5-minute order block, just displacing from it quite heavily. Tap this sort of order block as well. I don't really count it that much. Then on the 3-minute, this is sort of where I got most of my bias from. Ignore this big black candle. We tapped this 3-minute order block just here. Tapped it, displaced very nicely from it with me entering. It wasn't here, it was around. So this should have moved it off. I entered around this candle. It was like just part way through the 929 candle. I was coming into market open. My price, like my thing was here. I went break even straight away. I was in like $80 of profit, and I was thinking risk-free trade to these. I don't even know what these highs were, but it was like a 70-point candle with a massive wick high. ES already took this high, and there was an SMT, so I was expecting us to either shoot up, sweep these highs, and dump lower, or just dump lower off open. So I was break even essentially on this trade coming into market open. As you can see, the candle here did not go down, break even me or anything. We came up, took the highs. I took my $620 win on Alpha Futures, which is pretty sick. And then literally straight after, we dumped down to all my other draws for the day. I obviously didn't take take a trade down to this draw here. I think these were London lows, maybe. No, they weren't. Just random lows, maybe an hourly unfilled or 4-hour unfilled or something. But yeah, all draws of mine got hit today. I wanted to see previous day high get swept, but it didn't. I'm not phased though because I took my win, got out of the markets, and yeah, had a pretty simple trading day. 1 minute trading day. If you guys want to pause this on trade 2, I posted on my story and stuff. Maybe you guys seen that. It's just my overall recap for the whole day, when I took the trade, why I took the trade, what I rate the setup. It was a very discretionally based setup, I would say, compared to most of my other trades. My other trades are usually a tap into a 5 or 15 minute fair value gap or order block, has my profit, and then like my overall thoughts on the trade. I was very happy with the trade. This trade was very discretionally based. We didn't tap any 5 or 15 minute fair value gaps or order blocks, so it doesn't make it A+. I entered 1 minute before market open. I was in $80 of profit, so I went break even to make it a risk-free trade. My main highlights for this was the drawn liquidity being super nice and my risk management. Bad things were we didn't have a 5 or 15 minute fair value gap, making this less probable. ES already took the draw as well, so there was an SMT coming into market open. Overall thoughts on the trade, overall opinions on it. I did get a payout. I took a payout today. Hopefully it can get processed within the next 24 hours. Nope, that's the Zoom one. Here we go. Nope, that's the moving up and down. Here's Zoom. You might be able to see if this wants to work. Anyway, regardless if I wants to work or not, it's a $1,084 US payout. So hopefully that can get accepted. Just don't want to get what's it called? I don't want to accidentally trade through news. Like, I hope I didn't accidentally trade through news. It's not something I'm worried about too much, but something I'm potentially worried about. But if it gets denied, whatever, I'm sure I'll get it back anyway. But yeah, simple recap from last night. Not much else to say. Happy with the payout. I'm just sort of trying to detach from the whole money side of trading and just follow the process. So yeah, it's good. Excited for the next this week continuing and stuff. So yeah, I'll catch you boys later. I got Loki kind of a busy day. Gonna get some groceries and stuff, and just doing a heap of random like bullshit I've got planned out. So yeah, I'll catch you boys later. I'll probably see you like for London session or gym or some shit. Boys, I am back. It is currently 1:37 a.m. right now, 5th of November. But this is trading 4th of November. I took 2 losses today. I took a win on eval, which passed an eval as well. I'll show you guys that gold trade like tomorrow or something. I have to go and find it, but I've got this NASDAQ trade freshly on my laptop here. Zoomed in. Coming into the day, just look at my notebook because I wrote everything down. Coming into the day, we had unfilled hourly, 4-hour, and London highs as the draw. We tapped into NWOG, and I wanted to see a push off NWOG to continue higher, rebalancing because we're very overextended short. On hourly, had these hourly highs that I wanted to obviously tap into. This unfilled hourly off open. There was not really many high time frame confluences on the hourly and 4-hour. We did tap into this hourly bearish order block, which I mean we did move down from. It was the only sort of confluence in the wrong side of my trade. We tapped in this 15-minute fair value gap in versus 15-minute fair value gap off open. Also on the 5-minute time frame. Let me just get this replay mode here. I'll call that off. There we go. On the 5-minute, we CISD'd on this candle here. On the 1 minute for my entry, we had very good displacement. I wanted to see us continue going higher. I was thinking about entering on this 923 candle because we did inverse this fair value gap here. Sorry, my mentor is messaging me. We were tapping 1 minute fair value gaps. Didn't really care about those, to be honest. Wanted to see us continue higher. We ripped down, straight off open, as you can see, stopping me out. Stops below this swing low here. And then my second trade was a re-entry just here. Stops below this swing low again just here. This time targeting London highs. We had very good highs, stacked highs up here, lots of low resistance liquidity. But we ended up smacking straight down, stopping me out for the second time. So I lost $1,000 on my Alpha Futures fresh XFA that I did pass today. My payout is still getting processed at the moment, so I haven't traded that XFA that I have a payout on, but I'll probably be doing like hella light risk on that XFA, like $200 to $300, just trying to accumulate some winning days and build the balance back up to 2,000, because I've got 1,000 balance right now. This is my overall recap. You can probably see on my story or something. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Pause it if you want. But yes, simple day. Very good volume in the market. The London highs was definitely the good draw for the day. Nasdaq pumped down, I guess, for some reason, and then we went higher. So yeah, simple day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I didn't go gym or anything today. Like, you just did some push-ups, like 150 or some shit. And yeah, I'm with my boy Ethan right now. The guy I'm going to Japan, and
too late for this shit.
Japan, Europe, and USA with. So pretty chill. I'll catch you boys tomorrow, where I'll give you the recap on the gold trade, because I can't be bothered right now. Peace. What is up, boys? I'm back. It is currently 8:21 p.m. I took one trade on gold. London session. I ended up getting stopped out, I think, for about it was on two accounts. I lost 150 on one account and 600 on another account. I've got the trade up here. I'll give you guys the recap of it. I was very happy with the execution and trade, but there was definitely a lot better things I could have done managing my risk and all that sort of stuff. So coming in to, let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour, we had a 4 hour fair value gap tap. This bearish 4 hour here. We also had SMT at the highs here, high time frame SMT. If we go down to the 1 hour, we had a 1 hour unfilled fair value gap. That was my draw for the day. We didn't see ISD over this this candlestick just here. And if we go onto the 15 minute, there wasn't much else on the hourly. We did edge this hourly fair value gap, but it was tapped into on silver, I'm pretty sure. On the 15 minute, we tapped into this 15 minute order block just here, which we ended up displacing from quite nicely. Let me just go replay mode and chuck it here so I can give you a better analysis. The only thing is, we were in this 15 minute fair value gap while I entered the trade, making it like I wasn't worried about being in this 15 minute fair value gap at all, because we almost inversed it here and we'd been in it for quite a few candles. We've tapped into it, displaced from it, so it sort of becomes less of a valid fair value gap, if that makes sense. But if we look here, we had the hourly unfilled. On the 5 minute time frame, I entered off this candle roughly here, like partway through this candle. It was off like a 2 or 3 or 1 minute inverse or some shit like that. But I should have entered realistically off here. We had the 5 minute CISD. Oh my god, 1 second. We had a 5 minute CISD here. Tapped into this order block, rejected from it here. My break even point for the trade was going to be around here. Probably should have gone break even though. Like, we came here down the first low, and then this second low got swept, so the low just got swept here. I should have gone break even at this point. It should have been a break even trade. On one of my XFAs, I trailed my stops to this internal high after we displaced from it to the downside. I really should have gone break even. That's something I'm super disappointed about in this trade, but it's a good learning experience. And then obviously came up and completely stopped me out for a full loss of 600 on one XFA and then 150 on another XFA, but I risked a lot smaller on that. Yeah, not too worried about the trade. Like, I was very happy with the initial trade. It was just managing my risk throughout the trade, which made it sort of more of a worse trade. I haven't fully filled out my trade recap journal thing here, but I mean, you can read it for the most part if you want. I'm just going to fill this out just later. I'll also find my trade I took on gold London session, last session. Let's find this for you guys right now while we are on the video. London session was when? So this was previous day London session here. Here we go. Perfection. Actually, I'm just going to end this video and find it for you now because it will probably take me quite a while to find this shit. I'm back. I have found these trades. We're going to zoom back in and switch modes so I can adjust. Here we go. Okay, so coming into this trade, I don't completely remember everything we had. Oh, we had hourly unfilled above us. Let's go into my journal and check this out. Hourly unfilled above us with also an hourly 4-hour unfilled above us. All the way up here somewhere, but I wasn't targeting that at all. We had London. Oh wait, no, this was my trade yesterday on the Nasdaq. Hourly unfilled, also a massive wick high just here. That was my main 2 draws on liquidity for the day. We had this 15-minute we tapped into, displaced from, also tapped into this no, we didn't tap this 15-minute. On the 5-minute time, we inversed the 15-minute though. We inversed this 15-minute on this candle. On the 5-minute, I think let's see what we did. We came and tapped this 5-minute fair value gap, and I was like, holy shit, this is going to look sexy as to the unfilled 1 hour. I entered on an alpha futures eval on this trade. Ended up passing the eval. We also tapped into 3-minute fair value gaps. I'm not too worried about those. I think we got a 1-minute or 2-minute CISD or some shit out of this. Had me entering roughly around here. Let me suss this real quick. Here we go. We had a high time frame SMT, bullish SMT, 15-minute inverse, 5-minute fair value gap tap, which is this 5-minute fair value gap here, and very strong displacement with a 1-minute CISD, 1-minute inverse. Ended up running straight to my full TP, which was the $3,000 mark to pass the eval, but it was also a good high I targeted. Boom, came smack TP first trade. Second trade was another eval trade. Bro, I'm so pissed with this trade. I didn't enter there. I entered a bit before, roughly around here. I'm not can't remember what this trade was off of, but we had the hourly unfilled still above us. I ended up not hitting TP because I got wicked out somewhere down here. I got wicked out blowing the evaluation. And then, oh no, my trade, that doesn't look like my trade, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea where my trade was. Second trade. I'm not sure, but I know I got wicked out on some bullshit like this or some bullshit like this before he ran all the way to TP. Very just accidentally ended the video. I'm not sure where that was. I'm sure I could find it in executions, but to be frank, I can't be bothered because it was just an eval trade. It was a bullshit trade. That was sort of more of an emotional entry because we got break even on that original trade. I entered both accounts, both evaluation accounts, off of that first trade that I showed you. And I got break even on one, and then one ran to TP, passing the account. But this account is pretty much in the gut of this XFA because I took $1,000 loss yesterday on it. Second trade, definitely not the best looking back on it, but there's not much we can do about that sort of stuff. Just gonna move forward, and then obviously the small loss today. So we'll wait till London session. No, not London session. New York AM session. Try and hit a good trade to revive these accounts. Like one of them I've already lost 150 on, so very glad for managing my risk on that. And then yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I haven't gone to the gym. Probably gonna play some video games for a little bit and head to the gym later. If not, I'll just do my 250 push-ups. Sort of been a little bit lazy in that regard, but we'll be right. We'll be right. I'm locked in on social media and all this other, pardon me, stuff. Just ate dinner, so super fire. Very good dinner. Had dessert too. So yeah, that's my recap for everything yesterday. I'm all up to date with the trade recaps for you guys. So yeah, I'll catch you boys later. Peace. What is up, lads? I am back. It is currently 10:11 11 right now. About to hit a quick gym sesh. About to hit arms. Oh, not arms, biceps and back and bi. So it should be a good cheeky little session. I'll probably bring the camera in, maybe give you guys a little pump check or some shit. Mark open 1 a.m. so got a few hours till then, so it should be good. I think my headphones are dead, so is what it is. Not much I can do about that, eh? So yeah, hopefully have a good cheeky little gym sesh, and yeah, everything should be pretty sweet. I'll catch you boys either when I'm showing you guys the pump or when I'm training tonight. Peace. Boys, I'm back. Little gym pump. Hopefully the camera stays. I hit arms and back today, so feeling pretty pumped, which is good. I don't know how to flex my back, but feel nice. Biceps doing okay. Still need to slim down a little bit, get some of this fat off me, but feeling good regardless. Good to be back in the gym after literally just doing straight push-ups for days. But yeah, little gym pump. Let's see the time. 11:08 p.m. So 2 hours until market does open. Oh, the camera does stay here. It's on my face. But yeah, good gym sesh. I'll catch you boys for market open. Little pump. Yeah, peace. Boys, what is up? I just finished up at the gym. About to head home, about to get to the car and stuff. Just wanted to come chat for a little bit. I got my payout today. Received my payout, 975 USD. Find a quick screenshot for proof or whatever the fuck. I don't know if you guys can see that. $975 from Alpha Futures sent to my Wise account, which is pretty sick. That brings my total to around 5k USD in total payouts, so a bit over $7,000 Australian, which is pretty sweet. So over the course of 8 months of trading, about 4 months of trading prop firms, definitely went on a dry streak pretty recently after my 2 big payouts. Yeah, pretty sweet and exciting to receive these payouts. I'm just gonna keep consistent now, make sure I have no ego, no nothing like that. Just make sure I'm trading my system properly. I think recently, after receiving this payout especially, I felt a lot less worried about losses. Like, I took technically, well, it was 1 loss today, but on 2 separate XFAs, and I haven't felt worried about that loss since. Like, it's a loss, it's a part of my system. I like the setup and everything regardless of the outcome. So it's sort of just following the process of everything, because I know if I follow the process, I can get payouts like I have just received. So my goal is to stay as consistent as possible in the realm of trading and all that sort of stuff. Definitely locked in. I don't expect to reach, like, it's 5th of November. I don't expect to reach the $10,000 a month goal by November or anything. I'm not worried about a money goal, money in the accounts. I'm not worried about any of that stuff anymore. It's sort of just following the process, sticking to my rules, making sure I'm taking my setups that I know how to take, when to take, and everything. So that's just what I'm worried about at the moment. We've got market opening coming up soon. I've got just 2 XFAs, one's at around $900 balance, with like balance because I took the payout on. So if we can get a win on that, we can get a win on that. If we don't, we don't stress about that sort of stuff. I'm already down $160 on that, so the most I'm willing to risk is $150 on the trade. So just risking very light on the micros. And then I've got another XFA, the one I passed yesterday, and then proceeded to lose $1,000 on. The first win was first loss on that was a very, like, I was happy with that trade, but the second trade was very, not emotional, like very emotional or anything, but it was a trade I should have stuck out of gone break even on. That's one thing I have to improve on for sure, is my capital preservation, I guess. Like, I could have done that today as well. I wouldn't have taken the $350 or $600 loss, whatever it was, on that XFA today if it wasn't for me. I should have gone break even at the resweep of the internal. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I should probably go break even right now, but I got greedy, not wanting to get stopped to break even, and I wanted to go to my full TP. Ended up getting punished on that. So all of this is just learning. I got these accounts from my mentor from a giveaway, so it's not something I'm stressed over, it's not something I'm stressed over losing or anything. Like, I'm sort of got to the point in my trading journey where I'm not stressed about the dollar figure or the outcome or results of a trade. It's just me making sure I'm following my correct set system and everything. And going forward, that is going to be the only focus I have, not money. Obviously, I need to hit certain goals to receive certain payouts, whatever. But yeah, just staying consistent with the whole process of everything, making sure everything's all good and clear. So that's what my mindset is going to be coming into tonight. See if we can catch a W or a loss. Doesn't matter. Let's reframe that. Let's see if we can catch a trade following my system and rules. And yeah, that's my main focus. I'll probably try and start recording the vlog or something while I'm midway through the trade or just after the trade, so I can get that stuff all done and sorted out as quick as possible. I like just sitting here and talking with you guys, like going over my whole thought process behind everything, trading wise, just life wise. Like, I had a great day today. I woke up quite late. My friend Ethan stayed the night. Like, I woke up at like 11 a.m. or something, but I was up quite late till 4ish a.m. So got a good amount of sleep in, then made some food, hung out with my boy Jacyb for a couple hours. That was heaps of fun. Traded London, went out for dinner. Now I'm at the gym. Well, finished at the gym. So yeah, not much else you can ask for in life, just very peaceful. I think I leave for my trip in, how many days is that? 5th of November, 19 days. So be off to Japan in 19 days. Still have to book travel insurance and then connect the flight from LAX to Norfolk. So get all that stuff sorted, of course. Have to book hotels or whatever we're doing in Japan, all that stuff as well with my friend Ethan. So get that all sorted. It should be sweet. I'll probably do some more research on all that sort of stuff tonight. And yeah, my mum goes away from the 9th to the 16th, so literally gonna have like a free house for a week. But I mean, it's not like I'm gonna fucking do anything. My sister wants to have a party or something. I don't know, I'm not gonna have a party. If anything, I'll just have a couple friends over or whatever. But I don't know, if she has a party, then I guess I'll have to fucking manage everything. But should be pretty sweet. Exciting next few weeks coming ahead. I've got 3 days left of vet coming up on the 17th, 18th, and 19th of November, and graduation on the 20th. Probably end up going out like, I don't know, clubbing or the city or whatever the fuck you guys call it, on the 20th, and then just chilling till I leave on the 24th. So I think it's 6 p.m. But yeah, exciting times. Looking forward to everything in the future. Hopefully more payouts and more consistent results to come. I need to make sure I'm staying consistent for sure within the realm of day trading. So yeah, looking forward to everything coming up, guys. Felt good to just have a little chat. I like just hopping on, having a little chat with the camera. Can't wait to look back on this in a year or so, or 2 years, or 6 months, like whatever time frame. I'm very, very grateful I'm vlogging my life now and giving consistent updates on what I do in my day-to-day life, and then also my journey day trading. So yeah, super exciting. I'll catch you boys after I trade tonight, if I take a trade, if I don't take a trade, if the setup presents itself, if it doesn't. So yeah, just focusing on the draw and liquidity and a good entry towards that. So yeah, should be good, guys. I will catch up with you guys in probably like 2-ish hours. Peace out. Hey, what is up, boys? Today technically I broke even on the day, maybe like down $100, $200, some shit like that, for New York AM session. One of my XFAs that I had 500-ish, $400-500 of balance left. I ended up blowing that. I took a market open short. It was not a good trade at all. Shouldn't have been in the trade realistically. I should have waited for a better setup, but I was sort of in that gambling mindset where I wanted like, yeah, I want to take a fucking trade and I'm going to hit off market open and blah, 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 blah. And just, I was sort of taking a stupid setup for no reason off of that, which isn't what I should have been doing. I should have just waited for an A+ setup, because I found two really good setups. Straight after I blew the account, I took on a separate XFA. One of the trades, because I was in $150 of drawdown on one of the XFAs, the one I got to pay out on. I hit a trade for $150 profit, and then I also hit a trade for $400-ish profit. So that leaves me in around $400 profit for the day overall, which I'm super happy with, especially on that account. I don't feel any disappointment to my trade. I don't feel any disappointment taking that loss. I guess it was just the learning process of me understanding that I shouldn't be trading market open, because I remember when I went on a big loss streak in like week 8 or 9 or something of these videos, 7, 8 or 9 I reckon it was, I went on a big loss streak, and I think 2 or 3 of those trades off the loss streak were market open trades that ended up eventually going to the draw on liquidity. So I think I'm just going to ban myself from market open trades, to be honest. I'm just going to lock myself out of the account until 1 minute after market open, so I know for sure that I can't take any trades like that. I think that's going to be my game plan going ahead in the future, because I know lots of good setups present themselves, and I have lots more time to think through these setups as they are sort of playing out, if that makes sense. But I'm going to mark out all my trades because they all got they're all gone from my screen. I'm going to mark them all out, get all of the information of what happened in the trade. I'm going to write it down on my booklet and then give you guys the full recap. I'll see you in a minute. What's up, boys? I'm back. This is kind of cooked as fuck right now, but it's 4 a.m. I don't feel tired whatsoever. I just finished literally like a whole page of journaling my trade recaps today. I spent like over an hour on this, I reckon, getting all this shit done properly. Let me unplug my camera and move it over here so you guys can see this with better quality. Pause it or whatever. It's going to be on my story as well. If you want to suss that, I'll give you my trade recaps for the day, what I've taken. I'm pretty much just going to be reading out of this book. The good thing about this journal is I tell myself everything I do. Okay, so coming into the day, the first trade, I took this market open, entering off this, got stopped out. On this, I lost $500 on an XFA. I blew the XFA as well. This XFA was quite far in drawdown, so I mean, I'm not completely disappointed in myself, but I am disappointed in the fact that my psychology was bad enough to take that trade. We're targeting an unfilled hourly fair value gap. We tapped into a 4-hour high time frame fair value gap up in this accumulation here. Manipulated lower, of course. We inversed a 15-minute fair value gap. There was a 15-minute fair value gap in here somewhere. I'm not going to switch time frames because it would just be a pain in the ass. We had a 5-minute CISD off one of these candles here off market open. This was the 5-minute CISD. We CISD'd under. We had tapped a 2-minute fair value gap just here, 2-minute fair value gap here, and I thought, yeah, we'll just enter off displacement off market open and see if I get lucky. Obviously didn't get lucky, got fucking cooked on this. Definitely deserved to be punished on this trade, but not much I can do about that. I re-entered roughly here just before the candle closed. This was kind of a negative RR trade. It was to these lows just here. Stops wasn't the best. It was a little negative RR. It was like 0.9. I risked very light on this trade. This was I took like a few minutes after market open, of course. We had tapped into we had the 1 hour unfilled drawn liquidity. It was a lot better. This trade was so much better because we It's going to look retarded and ugly. Actually, I'm not even going to worry about the 4. We tapped into a 4-hour fair value gap. On the high time frame, like sort of the same draws as the first one, but we also tapped into a 15-minute fair value gap, manipulating up. So if you can see off this market open candle, we manipulated up into this 15-minute fair value gap. We also manipulated up into this 5-minute order block, which was super, super, super clean and nice, I guess, in some regard. I'm sure there wasn't a 15-minute order block, but we tapped into this 5-minute order block. And I thought, yes, this is like genuinely was something really clean. Could have taken we tapped into all the low time frame fair value gaps, and we got this 1-minute CISD. I entered just before the candle closed, roughly around here. I had this 1 hour unfilled fair value gap. I went break even at because it was like 0.65 roughly. I don't know where my stops were, but it was a 0.7 there. I went break even straight away. And I had my final TP roughly around here. Didn't get break even, hit TP for about $150 profit on an XFA. I was down 150 on an XFA from gold session, so I thought, yes, let's take it with 150. And this is my 3rd trade for the day. Like, he's zapping through these. Journaling first before doing the trade recaps is good. Took this at 1:15 a.m. At 9:45 a.m. we had the 9:30 wick high. Very good draw on liquidity, very strong, especially if it's a candle like that. And we displaced into this hourly fair value gap, which is also another hourly order block. An hourly order block we displaced into, aligned with that fair value gap. We had stacked order blocks down there. We also tapped into a 15-minute fair value gap. High time frame is obviously the better time frame to be looking for and looking at, but the 15-minute did get tapped into as well. We swept these internal lows. Lots of low resistance liquidity got swept off that. 15-minute order block got tapped into, and we had a 1-minute inverse fair value gap just around here for the entry. We rejected off the inverse fair value gap, and then we came and displaced incredibly through the fair value gap. I risked too much on this trade, to be honest. Like, I shouldn't have been risking as much as I did on this trade. I could have taken it all the way up to all this low resistance on the left here. The very, very good draws, all this low resistance, and as you can see, we literally just ripped up for the rest of the day, which was kind of expected. My condition was this 1 hour fair value gap to get hit before taking longs, so made $400 on XFA on this trade, so it's pretty good. Let me see my AlphaTix account real quick. Hopefully doesn't leak my password or anything, because then I'd actually, look at this cute guy. Made $400 on the day, locked out. The balance is at 51,477, so chill ass day. Super happy with how I did. Psychology could have been a lot better overall on the trades. Zoom this shit out. And I switched the camera again for no reason. Psychology could have been better. Took the 2 best setups of the day, and that first setup was just absolutely ridiculously absurd. Super retarded overall, but I'm glad I got my journaling in. I'm going to have to do my trade recaps for TikTok, which I'm not excited for because it's so fucking late right now. Literally 4:04 a.m. This is the sacrifice I make, though, for my future. So, yeah, sick. Can't wait to look back on this. Gonna be fun. I'm gonna catch you boys later. It's been 6 minutes of recording already, and I don't want to yap for any longer. Peace out, everyone. What's up, boys? I am back. It is currently Thursday, 7:07 p.m. Pretty chill day. I took 3 trades, break even. I was unhappy with 2 of them. Very, very happy with 1 of them. I'll jump straight into it. First trade was on gold. Let me zoom in real quick. Get this placed. First trade on gold. We had these very strong draw on liquidity, 4-hour highs above. This is sort of a discretionally based trade. These 4-hour highs, if you see on the 1 hour, they look a lot juicier to the left here. We didn't retrace any gaps or anything, which I was very disappointed. I wanted to retrace this hourly before moving higher, but we've pretty much just continued ripping up. If we go onto the 15-minute, you can see literally retrace nothing, just straight moving up. I see on the 5-minute here, we retraced this 5-minute gap just here. I thought, yeah, sick, this would be a killer entry to these 4-hour highs. Actually, this wasn't a bad trade, to be honest. Retrace the 5-minute, if we see on the 1 minute, we had a very strong displacing candle just here. I got a shit feel around here somewhere, roughly around here. Stop loss at the swing low here, or this swing low here. I think it was this swing low. Ended up getting break even. I was in profit for a little bit. I'm looking back at this trade now, I'm a lot happier with it. I thought it was a lot worse of a setup overall, to be honest, but it's not a bad trade. Just didn't retrace any higher time frame gaps. Second trade I took, this was a trade I was super duper happy with, very happy with this trade. 4 hour, we're rejecting this 4 hour fair value gap and order block on the higher time frame. 1 hour, we tapped this fair value gap, also retraced back into this 1 hour order block. I wish I didn't get break even on this trade, but I'm happy with my break even nonetheless. Tapped this 15 minute fair value gap in versus 15 minute on the left here. Got this nice 15 minute CISD. On the 5 minute, we retraced this 5 minute fair value gap and then got like very clean displacement. I think I entered off of a 1 or 2 minute inverse. It wasn't the highest time frame inverse. Oh, maybe it was this 2 minute inverse here I entered off. We had these internal lows on the left here I went break even at because I didn't want to get absolutely cooked on this. I'm very happy with this break even because we swept these internal lows. As you can see, hasn't run to full TP. ES already took out these Asia lows on the left here. Yeah, they are Asia lows. So there's an SMT. We're probably just going to keep going up now. And then my other trade, let me get it situated. I think it was here, something like this. I had it up just before. Let me see if I can just control X all the way to that trade. Let's see, 4 hour. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Bang. All right, perfect. Perfect. This was a shit trade. This was something I was very, very unhappy with. Just trying to catch a winning day on the alpha accounts. Same sort of confluences. All 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute confluences. The only thing I saw with this trade was we retraced up to where this five minute order block was. There was no valid entry on this trade. I think I would have entered off something here. Like, yeah, I entered off this displacing candle out of this 1 minute fair value gap. With stops above this swing high here. Went break even at these internals here. And wouldn't have got stopped out, but I got break even on it. Looking back at this trade as well, honestly, wasn't too bad of a trade, just not something I should be in, to be honest. Just not the highest probability for my setup. I should be retracing higher time frame fair value gaps, especially on gold. Like that 5 minute fair value gap tap to displace to these 4 hour highs. Those 4 hour highs are a very good draw, but not prominent of a draw to be like something just barely retracing into a 5 minute gap and then ripping up that high. So, I mean, you can say you're happy with the trade, unhappy with the trade. I'm not too sad about that trade, I guess, now recapping on it, but like it wasn't something perfectly aligning with my system. It was very discretionally based entry. Just the entry wasn't there and the stop loss placement wasn't super solid. And second trade, incredible, very happy with that. It's like perfect setup for me. Third trade was pretty shitty trade. Just FOMOing in, I guess, after taking 2 break evens. So that's my recap on the whole day. I don't want to hold you guys forever because I think this is going to be a hella long video. I think I'm about to go to the gym right now, which is a little bit early, but I have nothing else to do with my life. It's either this or play video games, the gym or play video games. I'll go for a walk and stuff as well. But Loki woke up super late today at like 3 p.m, which is kind of cooked. Sleep schedule's kind of cooked. So yeah, what can you do? Anyways, I'll catch you boys later. I probably won't film this gym thing, otherwise the video is going to be fucking ages and ages long. But yeah, I'll catch you boys later. Peace out. So I'm back. I decided to start a new YouTube series where I film myself live trading on OBS every day. Pretty cool. It's just to like sort of keep my psychology in check because I don't want to look like an absolute idiot. Like my thinking is I don't want to look like an idiot taking a stupid retarded trade that isn't a part of my system while recording it and having it to upload it to YouTube. So that was my whole logic behind it. I'm just going to start uploading them. I already uploaded one of them. It's like, I don't know, probably going to get no fucking views, but It's not about the views, these kind of videos for me, to be honest. It's just about keeping my psychology in check. But if you can see here, I'll turn this on. Today, we just dumped with no retrace. Literally no retrace. This is a 5 minute. This one I took no trades. A 15 minute looks even uglier. Like, we just dumped all the way down to previous day low. I mean, we're retracing 15, but I'm fully locked out of my accounts. My draws and liquidity were London and Asia session lows, and there was an unmitigated 4-hour gap. But we flipped this 5 minute candle. I don't even think we retraced into it. Nope, we didn't retrace the fair value gap. Otherwise, it probably would have been inside of a trade. And pardon me, ES just dumped as well. So realistically, nothing I'm gonna do on the day. I'm not gonna take a lower probability trade and set up on something that's lower probability, because I need to secure capital, secure winning days to get payouts. It's the only way I can be a profitable day trader, keeping that psychology locked in and in check. But bro, I was completely amazed. I was messaging my friend and he was like, bro, it's Friday, blah blah blah, and I was like, holy fuck, because I thought it was Thursday, because my brain has literally just been moving on like United States time, like New York time. I thought it was Thursday morning. We're coming into Thursday morning. Like, I mean, it's 2 a.m. right now. Moving into Thursday morning. I was like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be killer. I got Thursday to do some shit, but I low-key woke up at like 3 p.m. today. After staying up till like 5:36 last night, which is kind of cooked, but not much you can do. A little recap. I'm kind of yapping once again, but hopefully I'll have an Alpha Futures code soon. I'm sort of kind of in the works with talking with them, just figuring out all of the stuff that would happen with that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll drop code Jacyb or Jacyb trades soon. We'll figure that shit out. But I'll catch you boys later. Catch you boys tomorrow. I'm quite busy tomorrow, but yeah, should be good. I might film a day in the life of a day trader for TikTok. We'll see how all that shit goes. So yeah, catch you boys later. Peace. What's up, boys? I'm back. It is currently 2:16 p.m. on Friday. I'm still like baffled that it is Friday, because I thought it was Thursday. Not gonna lie, but yeah, heading to the gym right now with a few mates. Should be good fun. I was supposed to record a day in the life video. I recorded me waking up, but I just haven't recorded the rest of my day. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key forgot. But I'm gonna be pumping out content from, like, I guess today and tomorrow forward. This weekend I want to make at least 20 videos I can like put into my TikTok drafts and upload later, like up until the point of me leaving for my holiday. So that's sort of my goals, to get 20 pretty high quality videos. Only take a couple hours to do, and then like very good videos for my brand deals. Or I haven't got my Alpha Futures code, but hopefully that comes soon. I've got a call with the people tomorrow, like 9 a.m. It's so fucking early. Like, obviously not complaining because they're giving me such a great opportunity, but yeah, I have to wake up early, so that should be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the gym now. I'll give you trade recaps later if I take a trade during a London session or whatever happens, because it's in 3 hours, locked out on all of my accounts, so it should be good. I'll catch you boys soon. I probably won't give you a pump or anything. Maybe we'll see what happens, but yeah, peace. What is up, boys? I'm back. Currently 5:55 right now. Part way into London session gold. Just one thing, like, I haven't even fucking looked at the charts yet, nothing like that. But one thing I'd like to like come on here and say is the fact that I'm very happy with myself not being in a rush to trade, or not caring about trading whatsoever. And in a sense, like, I was out with my mates at the gym, we went and got some food, and market was opening like as I was leaving from getting food, and I looked at the market and I was like, is this probable conditions? We've just swept Asia and previous day high pre-market. Should I come, like, just sit in the parking lot and trade off my phone and sit here for hours and hours? Or should I just drive home, not care about the markets, get home, not be in a rush, and don't force anything? So, like, if we look at the markets right now, realistically, this is what I was seeing. I was seeing, oh yeah, market open, we've already swept these highs here. Is this probable conditions for anything I want to see? Not really. Kind of bonz-ass quality, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Is this really probable conditions for what I want to see? Like, what's it looking like on the 15 minute? We're gonna go to this 15 minute unfilled and hopefully go higher. But just the fact that I'm not stressed or rushing trading, like I know previously in the past, I would have been like, oh, I have to trade, I have to trade, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. But now it's just become a carefree thing. I just look at the markets. If anything's good, I take it. And it's not like I'm gonna sacrifice things in my life that I want to go do for trading. And like, I don't know, how do I explain it? Like, I know that if I was to enter a trade on my phone and not manage my risk and get stopped out or break even or whatever happened on that trade, even if it hit full TP, I would be disappointed in myself personally because I can't personally manage the trade. But now that I'm sitting at home here, I'm on my laptop, I can manage the trade completely fine. Everything's just the best possible conditions. So exactly what I'm trying to say is trade under good circumstances so you don't do stupid shit under wrong circumstances. Like if you're sick or you're drunk, like I've fucking lost so much money trading while I've been drunk. Like that's just very improbable. We are looking like we are about to catch a setup, maybe. But yeah, I'll catch you boys later. I just had to come on and say, don't trade. Fucking hell, these dogs, bro. Shush, shush. Don't trade during improbable fucking conditions, and don't sacrifice things in your life for trading. Like obviously, there's the good and the bad, but like I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna see if I can catch a trade. Just looking for a winning day. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. I'll catch you boys soon. Peace. Hey, what is up, boys? I'm back. This is the last video, maybe, hopefully, of this video. Got break even. Not break even. I got a winning day today. It's Friday currently, 9:05 p.m. Shit, it's like most painful trading day I think I've had in a good while. Let me find my second execution in this trade for you guys quickly. My second execution is at 4:15. Oh no, 4:08. 4:08. Alright. Let me give you a recap on this first trade I took that I would still be in right now if I didn't get break even on. Okay, so we come over here. The 4-hour chart. It's just 4H, 4-hour chart. As you can see, far out, man. As you can see, we have these 4-hour highs resting above us. Very good prominent draw. We like tap this 4-hour order block again. Like that's not that crazy of something to do, something to happen, but we did. Nothing's really clear direction on the 4-hour. 1 hour. We had this 1-hour unfilled fair value gap I wanted us to come and tap into, and this 1-hour order block I wanted us to come and tap into, but we didn't, unfortunately. We were in this 1-hour order block, bearish order block. I ended up taking longs throughout this order block to this hourly. We had these hourly highs up here as well, and this hourly, like top of the, I don't know what you'd call it, top of the candle, I guess you can say, but 15 minutes sort of where I based everything off of. We had a 15-minute fair value gap just here that I wanted to see us come and fill into, this 15-minute fair value gap here, price to fill into, but we ended up filling into this fair value gap on silver and then creating an SMT at the lows, so sort of a breakaway gap. Wanted to target all of these highs up here, all these low resistance highs. This was the first trade I entered off of a 5-minute inverse fair value gap. Quite happy with the trade. Like, it would have been nice to tap into some sort of high time frame gap. I mean, we were in this 5-minute, it's the only thing, and then we inversed the only 5-minute that was sort of holding price down, along with like a CISD of this candlestick here. So 5-minute inverse, 5-minute CISD, targeting these highs. Only 10 points. I thought price would displace a lot more, but we did it sweet fuck all. As soon as price, like, I was in drawdown a bit for the whole trade. My stop placement was below this 15-minute fair value gap, by the way. So this 15-minute fair value gap here, I thought if we wanted to come fill the fair value gap and move higher, I would still be relatively safe. I only risked very light on this. It was like 4 micros or something, just to secure a winning day, because that's all I need. In drawdown for a bit, came out of drawdown. After we swept this internal high here, this one right here, I went break even. So I was break even after we swept internal. Looking for us to come up all the way up here, and then I ended up getting break even. I was in about $150 of profit here. Obviously, that's not the winning day. Winning day is $200, which I secured. You can see up there. And then the second execution I took was at 4:15 a.m. apparently. Wherever my chart is, 4:15 a.m. Here, I executed somewhere here. I risked a mini on this trade. We just tapped into a 5-minute fair value gap. I was like, fuck this shit. And I'll take it all the way to these highs. I entered somewhere around here. It was probably off some sort of 1 minute inverse or 1 minute, strong displacing candle. This candle here, I entered around here. Trying to catch a 1-to-1 for the winning day. Stops below the swing low here after we've just tapped. We're in a 5-minute fair value gap, 3-minute fair value gap. We tapped into 2-minute fair value gap. Everything was looking like we should displace to these highs. We ended up displacing straight to them. Getting my winning day, securing my winning day, which is good. The total for the week, 1.23k. I've been just straight winning week, which is pretty nice. Win rate's been, around 75%. I think that averages out to. Yeah, it does. 75% win rate for the week. This is what the account stats are looking like. If you go over to Alpha Futures, I'm at 1.7k on the balance. I need 3 more winning days for another payout. So that is only like the reason why I'm only securing winning days. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the week. I've been trading. I'm very happy with how I've been trading without sounding like a dickhead or anything. I feel like I've been trading to sort of not the best of my ability but to a strong ability. Market conditions haven't been too bad this week. Found some good setups. Very happy with, risked good on. So yeah, overall this week made 1.5k in payouts, which is pretty sweet. Nothing else ridiculous. Hopefully next week coming, I can have another good week, continue a good week. Just make sure I'm risking low. I'm making sure I'm putting these lockout settings. If I lose 250 on the day, I can't trade anymore because one psychology slip up can ruin all of these profits for me, and that's something I'm not willing to risk. So every day I wake up, lock myself out until 5:30 p.m. at least, because that's when London session opens for me. Then I also make sure to put these risk settings on my account. I know it's sort of like safety lock. I'm a fucking bitch. I don't care. And then if I don't find a trade in London, or I do find a trade, like say I don't find a trade in London, or I get a break even, I'll go on to trade the NASDAQ, which I'm more than happy with. Like, very happy to trade the NASDAQ. I love the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's very good. And I'll just target the NASDAQ for a winning day. But if I don't have to stay up till 1 a.m. to be able to trade, and I can get a good sleep, taking a trade on London, probably force this trade a little bit too much just because I know I didn't want to wait and wake up and stay awake for so long, because I got to wake up relatively early. But yeah, overall, happy with the week. No complaints. Been journaling a lot in this little journal of mine. I guess I can attribute some of that to winning. One thing I've really worked on and improved on this week personally, my own personal thoughts, is going break even when I know I need to. Like, my system is going break even after sweeping internal highs and internal lows, and I feel like I've got break even more times than not this week. But I'm very happy I have, because some of those would have resulted in stop loss at the start of the week. On one of the XFAs I had, I ended up blowing the account essentially because I didn't go break even at a point where I know I should have. I got greedy, wanting to hold for maximum profits, and I got punished, knowing that doesn't follow my system. So I'm glad I'm locked in on everything there is trading wise, in my opinion. I'm very happy with all that and how that's going. And next thing, I'm focusing on psychology pretty heavily, but yeah, not much else I guess I can say in the realm of trading. I hope everyone had a great week. Hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be uploaded on the Saturday, which is going to be Friday for the Americans. My dog will not stop scratching at my door. Actually, I'm just going to let this guy in real quick, and I'll give you guys all my statistics for the week. Come on, dogs. On my accounts, I don't know if I've made any progress on TikTok. I think it's been pretty stagnant, to say the least. 9,122 followers. I've posted, how many videos? Actually, I've only posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos. So sort of been quite lackluster, posting just over once a day, but yeah, got to lock in on that. I think IG has been doing. I'm happy with how IG's been doing compared to it. I'm at 4,364 followers on that, so that is pretty cool to see. That one's slowly growing. Hopefully I can see what we can do about this Alpha Futures code tomorrow. But yeah, I will catch all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen later, and I will see you for the next video whenever the next video occurs. Peace.